Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday to you. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so today before you leave. Make sure to thumbs up the video and to share on all your social media networks that you happen to be on at this time. Hello and welcome back. Hey, so happy to be back in front of the camera as always. Hope everybody is having a good Sunday so far. It is 10:48 a.m. Central Standard Time for me. Yes. I stayed in today, guys. I was exhausted. I'm having a good weekend, but I was like so tired. I did grocery shopping yesterday, so I don't know about you all, but grocery shopping wears me out. Like it's a necessary evil, is what it is. So like you got to do it, but you like afterwards. So yeah, it got me, gave me the itis. So now I'm like, oh my god, no, I ended up staying in. But anyway, let's hop right into the video. All right, so this topic came to me after a conversation I was having with one of my friends. So when we're in our single seasons, we should use it wisely because it's only a short period of time, no matter how long it seems. For some, it's really only a short period of time in your life, and so you definitely want to use that season of your life wisely. Okay, so you definitely want to allow the Holy Spirit to sort of break down different things in your life, different strongholds, or just different ideas, ideologies, or myths, different things, falsehoods that you may be suffering from or that you may have encountered. So you definitely want to allow that time for that to happen during your single season. Single season is a great season. It's a season of preparation. And so a lot of times we ask God for things like, I want to be married, I want to have children, but it's like we're not really prepared to allow Him to prepare us for the things which we have prayed for. So we definitely want to make sure that we're allowing that time for those things to actually come forth and for that to happen. You have to be prepared for everything in life. Just like you buy a house, what's the first thing that you start shopping for after you buy the house? Homeowners insurance. You need insurance on the house. So you're preparing for what? For a case of an emergency, like God forbid, right? But in case your house catch on fire or somebody breaks in or, whatever happens, you get damages to your property, you're going to need that homeowner's insurance. Same thing for your car. You got car insurance. So, single season is kind of your insurance for your marital season that things go well. So think of it like that. It's just an insurance policy, but you have to go through it. A lot of times you don't feel like being bothered dealing with insurance companies, but you have to go through it. It's kind of a necessary evil, like grocery shopping for me. So, like it's tiresome, and it's even grueling, but at the same time, at the end of the day, you smile because you realize I'm covered. I'm good, And so if anything blows up on me, I'm ready to handle it. I'm ready to tackle it. So that's the whole point for having a single season. And then it's also enjoyable because you get a chance to do a lot of things without any attachment. So you don't have a child. Some people don't. Some people do. But you don't have any children. You don't have a husband or wife yet, so you're like, good. So I get a chance to, kind of go and be free. I can have my quiet time with God when I want to. I don't have to cook, clean, do anything. I can go out of the country if I want to. I can buy a new car if I want to. I don't have to discuss anything with anyone. But you try that in your marital season, you'll see the big difference in what I'm talking about here. Like, all these decisions, you can do the same things, but you're going to have to include the other person like in everything you do, and it's a joy too, but it's just going to be a little bit different. You always have to kind of get their opinion, and you guys have to work together when it comes to making major decisions. You can't make any major decisions alone anymore. So it's going to be a switcheroo. It's going to be just some big differences there. So it's a huge contrast. But, both seasons are quite enjoyable. They have their own joys. They have their own ups and downs. So you definitely want to one thing you want to allow the Holy Spirit to break down for you is the one theory, which I've mentioned like in previous videos before. Like I've done a little bit of research on it. First of all, I didn't even know that there was the one theory, but there is. So, everybody always has this common phrase. They say, I'm looking for the one. I want to find the one. There is, there really is no the one, but everybody always says that because, it sounds good, it sells, it sounds good, so people kind of just take it and run with it. But in actuality, there is no the one, because God is the one, God's the one, Jesus is the one. So there is no the one, but there is someone for you. You will find your someone, but there is like really no the one. Nobody's the one because nobody's really perfect. So God is the only one that you should be seeking after, and then he will send someone in his likeness who will be fit for you. So you definitely want to break down the one theory while you're still in your single season, because you don't want to be searching for this like unrealistic picture of perfection to fit your life, because he or she ain't coming. I just want to say, like, that person is not coming, so you definitely don't want to be waiting around for that. So you definitely want to get that theory broken down. So another theory that you definitely want to have broken down would be the fact that attraction really matters. So if you do your research, if you have read articles, seen videos on YouTube, you've seen different influencers, different pastors and the like, they have talked about attraction in Christian relationships and how, well, in Christian relationships, attraction, meaning physical attraction, it doesn't really matter and it's not important. False. Attraction does matter, actually. You definitely have to be attracted to somebody, because you have to think about when you get married, a Christian relationship is just like any other relationship, as far as like there's going to be sex there, and then just in general, and sex is a very important part of any relationship. And then just in general, you want to be attracted to your mate, because it's kind of hard to be with somebody and you don't like looking at them. So, and I believe that everybody is actually beautiful. Everybody is beautiful. There's no such thing as ugly. Like, nobody's ugly. God makes everybody, right? So everybody is beautiful, but there's so many degrees of beauty, and you may not like every degree of beauty, and then everybody may not like your degree of beauty either. So, attraction has to matter. There's no such thing as attraction does not matter. Please don't let people lie to you about that one. So, you have to be attracted to the one that you are with, especially with men. Like, that's a big thing for men. And when it comes to women, they're not going to get with any woman that they don't deem to be physically attractive, because nobody knows like your mind and your heart and your soul when they first meet you, right? Just by looking at you. Like, no, the first thing that gets him to talk to you is the fact that he thought you were a beautiful woman, and then for you, vice versa, like you're gonna have to see something in this guy physically to make you want to, okay, let me keep talking. Oh, he has a beautiful heart as well. He has a beautiful soul. He's a Christian man. He's a nice person. Before you get to all that, it's like this has to be in check, and then body and all that kind of stuff, So, yeah. So, but attraction, it definitely matters, because that can affect things. And I know I mentioned sex earlier. Like, that can affect your sex life as well. Just imagine if you marry somebody that you don't deem as attractive enough, then it can cause big problems. Definitely with the sex life. And God is not gonna send you a booger bear, okay? He's not gonna send you somebody that is not appealing to you. Now, the tricky thing with attraction is that, like, a lot of times everybody has a type, right? Everybody's like, oh, that's my type, that's my cup of tea, that's what I'm into. But God usually doesn't deal with types, so he's not going to send you your type specifically, but the person will be attractive to you. So that's the thing that he does. Like, he's always going to send you somebody who's pretty and beautiful to you, but you'll notice, like, now I'm usually into tall and dark skin, muscular. Now, he's short chubby and brown skin, but he's cute. You know, so you're gonna be attracted, but they're just not gonna look like, you know, what you're used to going after. So that's the thing with that. But he's always gonna send you somebody who you deem as attractive. So attraction matters. All right. And so last point I want to make is, as a woman, you do have to do some things to get the one. Now, you don't have to pursue anybody. That's a myth too. A lot of people may say, well, you should be more forward and talk to men as far as like pursuing them and proposing to them. And I know there's a lot of new age, modern day stuff, but I think we should definitely dispose of it. It's trash. So, you know, God is not wanting you to be on your knee, and, you know, He not wanting you to go out here and run after the boys. And no, definitely not. The only thing that you are to pursue is fun, life, goals, and servanthood. So those are just a few. There's a lot of things that you are to pursue as a woman, but you definitely want to just pursue fun. So you want to have a lot of fun during your single season. Have a lot of fun. You know, go on that trip that you've been putting off forever. Like, go ahead, you know, have your girls' night outs, and, you know, you can have your self night out too. You know, you may want to take yourself out, have a date with Jesus. You know, go ahead, have your quiet time. So have your fun. Do whatever it is you want to do. Take that college course that you've been dying to take. So pursue fun. Have a lot of fun. You know, life. You know, live it to the fullest. Any goals you have, you know, set your goals. I always tell you guys, write down your weekly goals, and then cross it off as you go along, as you achieve them. And then servanthood. So you definitely want to be working on servanthood and serving others. So like if there's a homeless shelter that you always want to go and help out with cooking, serving food, do it. Like, do it. There's nothing stopping you. You don't have any attachments, then go ahead and do it. If you want to go to an elderly home and help out, and these are just ideas, by the way, I'm giving. I'm not saying you have to go to a homeless shelter or an elderly home. There's so many other ways that you can be of service to someone. You can be of service to somebody by giving somebody $1 who may be asking you for money to get some food, you know. So yeah, that's service too. So, you know, just practice on servanthood, because when you get in marriage, that's all it is servanthood. You're gonna be serving each other daily, you know, as unto the Lord. So, you know, that's pretty much how it works. So you definitely want to, you know, flex that servanthood muscle and get it as strong as you can get it during your single season while you have time. And you want to just pursue doing you and learning all about you. If you got any books you want to read, any courses you want to take, go ahead and do that. And when you decide that you when you really decide to let go of your desire, you'll feel true peace and contentment. So when you decide that I'm going to take this desire that I have for marriage and children, and I'm just going to give it to God, like for real, like legit give it to God. I know people always say that, but like, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to actually do it. You know, that's when you actually feel this imaginary unicorn, you know, contentment that everybody says, you know, that you should have in single season. That's when you actually start feeling real peace. Like, oh, I am content. Like, I actually feel good. You know, like, I don't feel bad. I'm all right. I got a lot of peace inside of me, and, you know, I'm okay. I'm able to, you know, get up, I work, I do what I have to do. I got some goals here I'm working on, and I'm having fun. I'm living life. You know, I'm serving. You know, everything is great. Everything is great. You know, now in the back of your mind, you know that you want, you know, marriage. You know, you want children. So you know that. You know, God knows that as well. But what you have done is you giving him back the desire. So what you're saying is, Lord, I trust you. I trust you. I know you're going to bring it in due time. So I'm not going to obsess over it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to let you bring it in your own timing. And hey, I'm good to go. So when you truly give that desire up, then you should be good to go. Now, just a couple things that I was thinking about. So I said a lot of women are not quite ready as they think they are, and they have areas of brokenness that God still has to churn out. So that's another reason why you just want to be patient during that single season and just let God do his work. And then others will have a spirit of anxiety and marry the first guy who asked them, also due to false beliefs on attraction and God. So that can happen too. That's why I was talking about attraction. earlier. I talked about it for a few minutes because sometimes that happen to you when you marry the first guy who asks you and you're not really all that attracted to him, but you have these false beliefs about attraction. Like, oh, well, I'm a Christian, so attraction doesn't matter, right? So this man asked me to marry him. Don't I supposed to marry him because he asked me? And, you see what I mean? You see how if you don't give God time to prepare you adequately, and you have a spirit of anxiety, and you rushed up, and you feeling desperate and lonely, and all this kind of stuff, you see how you can make the wrong decision, So that's what could happen to you. Now you in this marriage where you like, I had to have sex with this guy, and I don't even like looking at his face. His face scared me. Every time he look at me, I'm like, Jesus help, So, but that could happen to you when you have that ancient spirit in you, and you have not allowed God to kind of work these things out in you. So, just something to think about. So, go ahead and be patient. Be patient, ladies and gents, and go ahead and submit these desires onto the Lord, and He'll work it out for you in due time. And just one verse I want to leave you with, just something to think about during the week. So this is coming from Isaiah 43:19. You may have heard this before. So behold, I will do a new thing, and now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. So basically God is saying, hey, I'm about to do a new thing in your life, but do you not receive it? Do you not conceive it? Do you not understand it? So, and he's saying, hey, I'm going to make a way for you, even if you're in the wilderness season, that's like a dry season, like nothing is going on. You in the desert, nothing is going on, I'm still going to pull you up. I'm still going to pull you up. Everything that people say, oh, you should pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You're like, you don't have to pull yourself up. I got you. I'm going to pull you up. I'm going to pull you up. I'm doing a new thing. I just need you to mentally receive it. So, you guys just have faith and have patience. Everything will work out in due time. I hope you were inspired and blessed by this video. Definitely share it with somebody who you think needs to hear this video. And I appreciate all the love, of course. You guys have a beautiful and blessed week. I'll leave any information you need in the more info box below. If you still have not gotten your copy of my latest novel, Long Way to Love, it is still available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And that information will also be in the more info box below. And you guys have a beautiful rest of your Sunday, and I will see you later. Bye.